What is going on, everybody? It is Sunny back again with another Injustice 2 video. So Legendary Edition, the patch is coming very soon. From what I understand, I believe it's supposed to drop tonight. Well, I got some things that I want to say about it. You know, it might not be to everybody's opinion that they agree with me, but that is okay because I got some things to say and I got some things that I am pretty upset about this Legendary Edition. And things that they did or haven't done the past 10 months that we have been playing this game that really have got me heated from seeing these, these live streams and things like that. Well, when this Legendary Edition comes out, obviously, like everybody knows, we have up to level 30 gear or level 30 on the characters. We have new augments. We have the Legendary Multiverse. We have a bunch of new gear sets. We have the Legendary Multiverse. We have new gear slots. We got new pretty much everything. I mean, they completely added a whole bunch of stuff to this game. And why have they not done this in the past 10 months? Well, they've been concentrating on, obviously, the DLC characters, making sure each of those are out, and concentrating on whether or not the game is balanced, because of course they need to make sure the game is balanced for the sponsored tournaments and all this other stuff that they are in. Since they have no more DLC, well, why don't they make a Legendary Edition, give everything that needed to be done the past 10 months into the game that they've given absolutely no support for, put a brand new cover on the thing, and let's see if we can make more money. How about that? That's exactly what it feels like to me. For one, the Multiverse has received absolutely no support the entire year. They have dropped a couple new planets, maybe for the holidays, maybe for a special event, but that is it. How many times have we gone through the same exact multiverse with the same exact rewards, with the same exact everything for the past 10 months, and them never even once bothered to fix it, change it, or make it better? You're telling me now, after all the DLC is done and they finally want to put a new fancy cover on a game to make more money, they're now going to decide to fix it? I'm happy they're fixing it. Yes, I am. I'm excited that the Legendary Multiverse is coming out for the DLC characters. I am. I'm happy that they have new augments and level 30 gear and all this other stuff. That's all great. But we have been playing this game for 10 months. The people that have had this game since launch that has not received any support in the things like in the multiverse. What about the story mode? Why has no DLC characters been added to the story mode? What happened to all of the gear, the epic gear that was supposed to be added? It was in November or December when those images of the PC version of the actual gear was found into the game. We're talking 4 months ago this gear was found. How long have they been talking about putting in Red Hood or the hood for Green Arrow into the game and them never even doing it? Now all of a sudden they're putting out all of this epic gear for every single character. They're putting out all of this new augments, all of this new epic gear slots, increasing the level, doing all this thing, all conveniently for the Legendary Multiverse Edition to drop just in time so they can put a new fancy cover on it and make more money. And this just pisses me off. Like, we've tried to do the Legendary Multiverse with 100 gear slots. We'd save our gear and then put it into when it requires 250. We needed more slots long time ago. Did they ever bother putting them in? No, they haven't. Did they ever bother adjusting any of the multiverse? No, they didn't. Did they ever bother doing the epic gear sets right? I mean, look at flashes. Thanks for the cyborg cannon. Thanks for the Superman emblem. Thanks for the busted looking Flash outfit. I mean, that's all great. That's all fine that they put a couple things in the game, but it really pisses me off that all of a sudden, now that the new Legendary Edition is coming out, after all DLC is gone, the past 10 months they couldn't have supported the game whatsoever. I mean, this really gets me heated watching these people on the live stream sit there and say what one example is when they were talking about the multiverse. he specifically said about how if people go into the multiverse and see the same thing there, they're not going to want to play it. Well, no shit. It's been like that for 10 months. 10 months, and they never even bothered fixing it. They never even bothered changing it. Now, all of a sudden, they put all of this stuff in, and trust me, I'm happy that it's here because I want something new. But what really gets me upset is they put all of this stuff in, not to support the game while we are playing it, but to put it in when they drop a new edition so they could sell more copies, so they can make more money. Now that there's no more DLC, how are they going to make more money? Well, they just need to make a better game. They need to make, add more content. They need to do all this. So what? This entire 10 months, what they've been saving all of this stuff that should have been added, all of these adjustments, all of these new loadouts, or all of these new epic gear slots, level 30 gear, new augments, new gear. You're telling me they've been saving all of this stuff for one specific time? We've been asking for the legendary multiverse for the DLC characters. Hasn't come out. Could they have put it out? I'm sure. I guarantee you they could have put it out months ago. But did they? No, they didn't. Because obviously they knew they wanted to wait until the very end, until the legendary edition drops, just so they can put and say, hey, look at all these things that you're getting with this game. Look at all these extra features we are adding. Look at all this extra gear that we are adding. If you haven't bought Injustice 2 yet, you better buy it now, because we've added all of this stuff and we've been supporting the game since launch. Well, that's fucking bullshit. They haven't done shit since this entire launch of this game. Talk about a company that gives you the worst case of video game blue balls you have ever had in your life. I mean, we have been sitting here waiting and waiting and waiting for them to do things, fix things, add things, do all this stuff, and they haven't done anything. They have done, I wouldn't say anything, they have done very little. In August and July, the initial start of the game and those initial patches, they made some quality life improvements to the inventory, to the inventory management system, where you can highlight multiple things, sort them. You could open one box one after another. They've made a couple adjustments, and that's great, but that was in August or September or October of last year. Every patch comes out, it's the same exact thing. One character, and then you got one DLC character. 1,000 adjustments to the gameplay or the balancing of the characters, so they can make sure that that's good for the tournaments and stuff. And no additions to the multiverse, no additions to the legendary, no additions to any of this stuff. Not fixing it, not making it better, not changing anything, not doing it, just leaving it how it is. And that really, really upsets me. I know that there's probably some people that are not going to agree with me, and maybe some people say that I'm bitching about things, and that's, I'm sorry, but this is just how I feel. I'm not used to playing NetherRealm games. I'm not used to fighting games, so I didn't know what to expect when I bought this, but when I bought it, I loved it. I fell in love with this game. I fell in love with the gameplay. I thought it was absolutely amazing, and could have been a game in which I wanted to play for years and years to come, because it was that good. I really thought it was that good, but the past 10 months have been an absolute jerk-off, waiting for things to come, and they have not delivered in anything. Like, the legendary multiverse, the gear has been absolutely terrible. The things that they have added, the 4 or 5 different gear sets that they've added have been absolutely pathetic. They haven't added any skins, maybe 1 or 2. They add the Bizarro skin last year. They added another Flash one last year. They added Captain Cold last year. How long's it been since we've had any of those? We've had a couple shaders, a couple things like that, but overall, man, the support for this game has been terrible. I have played, look how long I've played this game. It says 112 days. That is absolutely ridiculous. 112 days I've been on this game since launch of it. And for those of you that follow the channel, know that I haven't been playing that much the past month. 31,000 matches. Look how many boxes I've opened. Look how much gear I've collected, and still don't have everything. Still waiting for the stuff. Still waiting for things to be changed. And finally we're getting them. Yes, I'm happy. But I am really upset about how they went about this. I am really upset about what they did. It just seems that it's so lazy that it just drives me absolutely crazy. I hope and pray that they continue with after this patch. I really do, because obviously as time goes on, things need to be adjusted, things need to be changed. Hopefully they support the game after that, but the past 10 months, everything besides the balancing of the characters has not been supported. I mean, no new stages, no new story mode, nothing in the multiverse. The legendary gear has been terrible. There's been barely any new gear. Some shaders, no new skins. I mean, it's just blows my mind that all of a sudden, when they want to put everything out there, they make a brand new edition and then sell it for $60 and say, hey, look at all this stuff that we're giving you. Come buy the game if you haven't bought Injustice yet, because this is an awesome game, and look at all this awesome stuff we're putting in this game. Yeah, after 10 months. After 10 months, and it doesn't matter to the people that are buying it, because they haven't been playing the game, so they don't give a shit. What about the people that have been playing it for 10 months and that are tired and sick of seeing the same crap over and over again? Like, it almost just burnt me out to a point where I don't even care if the new stuff comes out, because I'm so tired of what they did. Anyway, I just had to get that out there. The patch is coming soon. I know it is, and I'm going to download it. I'm going to try to get the Legendary Multiverse. I'm going to try to get the gear. I'm going to try to hope that the new stuff is better. But I am super salty about how they did this, and I am super salty about the way they went about supporting all of the other aspects of the game besides the balancing for the past 10 months, because this could have been such an amazing game for so long if they would have just supported it in every aspect besides for the balancing. That's all I had to say. I hope y'all enjoy the Legendary Edition. I hope y'all enjoy the new patch. I'm gonna be here. I'm gonna be still grinding, but I had to say this before it came out, because it's just boiling over, man. It's just boiling, and I had to say it before it dropped. That's going to do it. If you agree with me, disagree with me, feel free to throw your opinion in the comments. I am open to all criticism. You're more than welcome to say your piece. I said my piece. I am out.